could mix and match augments, but we can't. Because I would just pop for Force of Nature on this build. Ugh. Detonation is 1100 per stack, though. Hmm. Nah, we'll leave those as is. We'll figure that out later. I think we do this one time and then we move on. One more time. That's it. What? 700? What? Excuse me, sir? Also a Jacobs, though. See what it feels like. Here we go. Way over there. All she wrote. Bunches of purples, though. And a rocket launcher, looks like. Rockets home toward nearby targets? A homing rocket launcher? What the heck? Hydrated drunk skunk? I'll take it. I'm not gonna trash it, but I'm not gonna equip it either. That's trash, though. Siren mod. Borg and Jacobs. Interesting. This. Barrage. Eh. Let's see. I walk over it. I get it. Okay. I don't know what's happening. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't work. Who knows? All right. Let's move on. Oh, let's go. We got another legendary mod. Didn't see what it said. Go gadget. That's actually kind of sick. What's the one that we have now do? Fire rate, movement speed, and reduces rep kit each time damage is taken. So the one we have heals us less. Has a higher cooldown, but if I get hit a few times, it evens out. This one, though, heals over time, but it gives me ordnance cooldown. I already have a ton of ordnance cooldown. Alright. Let's see here. That's a full incendiary. I want to see what these skills are. So damage from Fell Frost, Horror Cleave, Fulminating Fist, and Storm Cutter are converted to incendiary damage. Bellfrost, Horcleave, Fulminating Fist, Stormcutter. Bellfrost, Stormcutter, Horcleave, and what's the other one? Horcleave, Fulminating Fist. There's Fulminating Fist. There it is. So that's this is an Onslaughter legendary. Okay. And it changes them all to fire? Okay. But why though? Oh, and it also gives us other things. What are the other things? It gives us a green, which is Raging Inferno. And it gives us, okay. Oh, this is the, okay. What's this one do? Gun critical hits. Okay, so I would shoot. Oh, and they did. Healing Incendiary. Okay, so actually, you know what? We did just get an Incendiary. We did just get a class mod. So this is a good time to, I guess, respec, I guess. The only thing I would level up next in this tree, though, would be Blast Furnace. And that would just give us more damage. So, yeah. Let's, first, let's get out of here. Then we will go to town and respec. Boom, we cleared it. Let's go. Oh, there's a bolt right there. We can get that whenever. I'm assuming we can fast travel there eventually, but we'll grab the deadbolt now, I suppose. Yeah. It's not like the class mod is gonna change our playstyle yet because we haven't respec'd. Order guys? No. There are dudes. That deadbolt. And then took out this. We'll get around to this, I'm sure. Don't ask me when, because I do not know, but we will. Eventually. Alright, let's travel back to, should be a respecker in the town. Oh, hold on 1 second. I'm back. I had an uninvited guest, namely a tiny little spider in the top of my ceiling there. I don't take kindly to uninvited guests, because they're not guests. Where is Respecker? There it is. 200,000. Spec all. Boop. Continue. How much money do we even have? Oh, we got plenty. We can spare some. All right. So we do want to grab Raging Inferno. I don't know if we want to do that yet though. Want to use Onslaughter, Molten Slam. Wasn't too much of a fan of that. But we'll see here. What do we want? I do like the shield regen though. Pretty nice. Bonus incendiary damage, yeah. I think we go. Well, obviously go this. Gives us even more incendiary damage. I don't think. Do we want Gut Punch if we're going Flaming Strike? I don't think we do. I don't think we want Gut Punch and Maiming Strike. Because it's still weakness, so they won't stack. I think. Let's affect damage. Nah, melee and skill damage. Metal Urge, I think for sure. Or either one of these. Gun damage. Okay. And we use our gun for action skill cooldown, right? Gains overshield. You deal melee damage. I think we grab this instead. Because that's what? 20 stacks? 10 stacks is 25%. That's 50% cool action skill cooldown rate. We're at 50 seconds, so 50%. I don't know how it's doing the multiplier. Does 50% mean it cuts 50% off? Or increased cooldown rate? Does that mean time just goes faster? So for every 1 second, it'd be a second and a half. So really this would go down to what, like 35 seconds or something like that instead of 25? I think that's how it works. Alright. Now we need to spend 5 points into this tree in order to unlock this. We've got this now. I think. We do. Yeah, we do. We have it. I think it only made one of the pellets that. Is that correct? No, I think I made. Oh no. Easy way to tell. We'll use the radiation gun instead. Ooh, looks like it worked. So at 3 out of 5, which is what we get from the class mod, is 60%. We could go up to 100 with just an extra 2 points into it, but I don't know if we want to put that on. I think do. The fray might work. I think we want Force of Nature. I guess we don't really, it doesn't really matter, huh? Since it basically makes all these two incendiary. Was it only 4? Was it only 4 skills on it? Yeah, it was only 4. So it made all those other skill trees do fire damage. So it kind of makes me suspect that it wants us to use one of these two instead of getting the gun damage dealt prime. There's no other source of prime ability tree. Launching a Forge Wave. It will deal fire damage. And this will also do fire damage. Kind of thinking Stormcutter, honestly. And this will be kind of a ranged ability. $68 damage per second. If it max damage multiplier is 200%, it's 200%. So 100% percent damage multiplier would be 120, and another 100% multiplier, 180 if it only scales off the base. 180 damage per second. But duration restoration. So with Onslaughter, I do want my ability up like all the time because it lets me do my melee a lot better. Okay. That's just bonus cryo damage though. I would like it if this mod changed Berserk to Incendiary too. Assault rifle, but it also gives me incendiary damage, which is pretty slick. Pretty slick. But honestly, nothing else in this left side tree. Except for Touch's Death. I think we go Fulminating Fist, Stormcutter. Or just Fulminating Fist and Molten Royal, maybe. Stores damage. I really like this because it gives me a bunch of cooldowns for not only my action skill, but also ordnance. Yeah. Yeah, that's right here. Definitely want Fist. Definitely want Crackling Aegis. Maybe. Does any of these skills also do ordnance damage? Dude, I really do want Mortal Flare though. So it's gonna be these two trees. I don't want anything really here. At least I don't need. I kind of want my Touch's Death, Brimming Vigor. Definitely gonna be these two trees. I need to put 5 into this so I unlock gun critical hits. Will have a chance to apply weakness. I have 2 options. I've got increased damage dealt and damage reduction closer I am to an enemy, or status effect chance the more full my shields. So with 5 points, this would go up to 20% fire rate when full and 40% status effect chance when full. This would go up to 25% extra damage dealt when close and 70% damage reduction when close, which is actually pretty slick. Makes it super tanky. We go this. Wait. Oh, it has diminishing returns. Okay, I understand. What about this? Does this also have? No, it doesn't. Okay. Honestly, the fire rate might be good because it gives us our stacks up. Now we want the damage reduction. That's 50% damage reduction when I'm close to something. Now we get this. The only thing that does is change the application chance, which we already get. I think we get more actually. Yeah, we get more application chance here. Might just go right now because that's an extra. I don't know if it diminishes at all. It doesn't. Okay, so that's an extra 37% chance. Status application. Oh man, rearm though. This is the rearm tree. We want rearm because we also want detonate. So shoot, then melee, and it blows up. Wonder if they, no, those shouldn't stack. Also, that'd be only half, 50%. Okay, let's try. I mean, that also gives me a 30% increased status effect chance. Alright, so this is gonna be fire now. Got a ranged attack now with it. In case I don't want to run at something. Oh, multiple enemies. That's what I'm gonna use it for. So technically I've got 5 points. I could pop 5 into this and grab Molten Royal. We'd have a capstone then. But I don't think that's the play. No, sir. I don't think that's the play. So what we're doing with this build is fire and melee. And we're using... What are we using ordnance for? Are we using ordnance for anything? Right here. Yeah, Dragon's Breath. Whenever I activate my ordnance, gunshot is converted into incendiary, staggering, gains increased damage dealt, which is kind of huge. The Dragon's Breath is kind of huge for, so we want Stormcutter for each enemy hit. So if I hit 5 enemies, boom, everything's back. Alright. Alright, so we definitely want Raging Inferno then. How do we go back doing that? Increased elemental damage? Force kill cooldown rate maybe? Double for duration after dealing melee damage. Actually, critical hit damage might be better. And then what would we go for the next one? Detonation damage maybe. And forge skill damage. Then we would go for... I don't even know. I think in this bottom section really hits. Because that's only with guns. That'd only be half our damage. Is putting 15 points worth getting 1 extra? No. No, it's not. It really isn't. Really not worth that much hassle. Whereas instead... Okay, so wait. While this is active, I get an extra 30% chance to apply status effects. Which is kind of cool, because I want to be doing status effects. This is fire. What can I do here? Got 5 points. Do I want this? Probably. Definitely want this. Yeah. For Stormcutter. Yeah, we want Stormcutter. So we want to put 5 into this tree. I could put 5 into this. And that would give us 160% damage increase. What happened? Oh, that's what happened. Continue. Now it won't constantly reset. Alright. Could pop 5 into this, and that would give us 160% damage increase on the shot. Or we go 5 into this and grab per stack. That's maximum 3 stacks. So that's an extra 15% critical hit chance and an extra 30% damage. Critical hit damage. I mean, it's not bad. That's whenever I apply burning to an enemy. Or shock. Probably going to take electrical fire if I'm being honest. And then... don't have any left over yet. That's interesting. I think we're going to want Fist of Stone though. Is this going to be worth that? I don't think so. I don't think it is. I wonder if this damage increase would get scaled from the amp shot shields. Dragon's Breath. Hmm. I think maybe it might be worth looking. I think we just go all in on that. Now we get 8 out of 5. 160% damage increase. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's what we're going to do. What was the one we had? It wasn't that one. It wasn't that one. It was this one. This was the one we had. So I'll keep that one for now. Favorite that. That one, not so much. I think we'll get rid of that because we have a legendary one for Onslaughter. That one we're going to rip out if we ever figure out how to rip out. This could also be good because we do scale a lot of melee damage. But what I'm spooked about is... Well, one, this is 7 seconds. 11. But it's only 2 charges. But... whenever I activate, it's not when I deal damage with my ordnance, it's when I activate it. But it would work with this build because we are running lots of melee. That's 40% extra melee. That's that it? Is that all we got? Is that all the extra melee damage we got? Yeah, that's all the extra melee damage we got. 40% extra melee damage though. I'm not sure if this is going to be worth it. I'll favorite it for now. We don't want this. We want something that activates relatively fast. I kind of want to see if we can rip that out. But we'll leave that alone for now. Actually, you know what? I'll favorite both of them. So I know in the future not to junk them. Junk that one. SDU? What can I get? We already... Okay. Alright. Go Lost Loot and Assault Rifle. Alright. We're back. So it's... I hold for the slam, press... Let me read. Is it just regular melee skills while I'm using Onslaughter? Yeah. Because thumb button 2 is my melee. Rocket Punch, dashing. Okay, cool. Alright. You know what? Let's do the story. We're here already. Let me check. Yeah, we got another hour. We're good. We're fine and dandy. Oh, hold on a second. My the rest of my family is over in the over by the East Coast, so this is when that huge winter storm hit in 2026 in I'll say it. Little buddy propane. Okay.